Well, hello people, welcome back to the Master Chief Collection. Here we are, level 8 out of 10, 2 Betrayals. A lot harder than the library in my opinion, just because the level is so long and there's a lot of places where you can cock up, especially with the flood and the rocket flood. So we're going to go ahead and select this. You're going to put your scoring options on Legendary difficulty, and we're going to put the skulls back on, which are Grunt Funeral, Boom, and Grunt Birthday Party. Going to put those 3 skulls back on. That's about it. This level is extremely difficult. I think this is the hardest level within the game. Purely because, like I said, it's so long, there's a lot of enclosed spaces, and also because of the actual ending part. The ending part really annoyed me. It took me about half an hour to do. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you the best way of getting through this level. Unfortunately, it's not a flawless run. Basically mostly because of the end part of the level. It is extremely difficult, so you might have a few problems with it, but hopefully with the way I'm showing you, you only have a few cock-ups, not spend like half an hour trying to do it like me. But without further ado, let's jump straight into the mission. Alright, so once the level started, this point is probably the easiest part of the level. Overcharge your plasma pistol and take out each and every one of these sentinels. Now, warning, straight off the bat, this level is just generally quite difficult, as these sentinels, they can kill you quite easy. But all in all, there are no real shortcuts in this level. All you've just got to go through a whole host of Covenant and Flood. There are a few ways where you can like make it a little bit easier for yourself, but other than like despawns, God despawns, and like bypassing parts of the level, it's not going to happen. Obviously, we've got our boom skulls on and everything like that, the Grunt Funeral and the Grunt Birthday Party on. So what you want to do there is when you come through the door, throw a grenade, and then what you want to do is start overcharging your plasma pistol again and taking out all these sentinels. Be careful of the explosions. Obviously, you've got the boom skull on. Any elites left, I would recommend like using grenades on them like there, and then don't be afraid to use your shotgun, as you can see just there, it does have quite a good range on it. And just play a bit of offense here and just charge towards them. That part might take you a few tries to get down to a T, but other than that, it's a fairly easy part of the level. You want to open that door, make sure you've got a fresh plasma pistol. Now at this point, what you want to do is you want to come up to this door here, press the X button twice, and what that's going to do is it's going to just put the spawning off just a little bit, then you need to throw a grenade just there. What it's going to do is going to kill the 2 elites, or the 1 elite, sorry, should I say, and I think there are 2 there. Yeah, there's the second one. He comes running around the corner, so I had to quickly kill him. But sometimes you might get both of them. Now what that does is it despawns the enemies just for a brief moment of time to allow us to quickly go and grab the Banshee. But we are going to have to make the enemies spawn in a second. So like I said, we can't despawn enemies like permanently, but we are just like temporarily despawning them just to quickly get a pistol up here. I think I pick up, and we're going to go get our Banshee. So right now what we need to do is walk up round here. And then you got some health grenades and all that kind of stuff, and you want to switch out your shotgun for the pistol, and then just jump down here, land it on there so you don't take any full damage. And then obviously down here, normally there would be like Covenant and everything like that. There'll be an elite running to get to the Wraith. That's not going to happen. He's going to run down here, and you're going to pick up the Banshee, which you just saw there. And also just be careful of you can take full damage from these, so I would recommend sliding down them slowly while pulling back on the analog stick. And just run down here and to get the Banshee. So once you're in the Banshee, not run, you want to fly back to the door we just came from. I put it in classic graphics there, as I sometimes like to do it, just to kind of see what it used to look like all those years ago. It's kind of fun, gets a little feeling of nostalgia. And then you want to just fly through here, do a 180 and park it just by the 2 shields there. That's fine. It might just drift back a little bit, so you want to like move it just a little bit so you're just by the shield, so you can literally jump in it straight away. Come here, press the door like to open it, as you can see there, and you may have just seen there was a grunt that spawned in there, and you want to fly away. You want to like dive down like that towards the elite, and what that's going to do is it's going to put all the enemies aim off just a little bit. I throw a fuel rod there just for good measure to see if I can kill the elite before he gets in the tank, but he still gets in it. So here you're going to be at the point where Cortana is explaining how Halo works, and you want to take out everyone on this landing platform. I like lob a fuel rod straight through there, kill 2 people, and then you just want to make sure you've got everyone. I believe it's 2 grunts and an elite. As you can see, there's the elite just there. Boom, he's dead. Land it safely just like that, and there we have it. That's pretty much the first part of the level done, and now you're moving on to some of the more difficult parts of the level. So right there, you're going to get a checkpoint, and obviously we know how this should all going to work. You've got to walk into the pulse generator. This one is fairly easy, as there's no one in this room. They appear in just a second, so do the whole thing where they EMP your shields, run this way, and then just throw a grenade just there before the door opens. It's going to open up just there where the sentinels are going to come in, and then you just want to wait for them all to blow up. Don't worry about the people behind you, you can outrun them, and then just run through this way. It's like basically just back the way you came. Boom, there's a fresh Banshee there for you, and you want to jump in that, and you just want to follow the path I take here, which is you dive down. I start just firing a few fuel rods at the people below because it's kind of fun. And here I'm just waiting for people to come out that door. Lob a fuel rod straight through there. Make sure you're always on the move because the Wraith will take you out, and so will the Grunts with the fuel rod. So there, as you can see, what happened is I took out the 2 Grunts there. I think both of them have fuel rod cans. So just doing it again. As you can see, the Wraith is still shooting at me. I'm just looking around for if there's anyone here. There's no one. Jump out, take a bit of full damage, open up the door, just keep an eye on your motion tracker, and there we have it. Sometimes you could actually get like sniped by the Wraith, which is extremely irritating because they are kind of accurate. But other than that, it should be okay. Here, this guy saw me because I very stupidly switched weapons. And I just want to point out, this isn't a flawless run, as you probably tell from the title. It is a difficult level, so it's like, it took me about 2 hours to complete, especially the end part. The end part took me about 20 minutes to actually get it down to like how I actually sort of found the easiest way. So this is a combination of like all my successful runs, as it were. So it's the same run, but it's just me cutting out all the deaths and everything. Otherwise, you guys would have been sitting here for 2 hours, and we didn't want that. So here we are, just in this room, just taking it nice and slow, clearing out, checking all the corners, keeping an eye on the motion tracker. Remember to use the noob combo on the elites, and if you can't kill the jackal, obviously you can use the obviously you can't kill jackals, you can use the noob combo on them. But always try and go for the grunts first, as obviously we got our skulls on. This guy there, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have been cocky and stood by the window because it could have killed me, but still, you know, whatever. See an elite there, so I noob combo him. Boom, he's going to die any second now, but no, he runs off. Obviously, it's been a while since I recorded this. It's going to be this is back. I recorded this back when I was doing my Halo 3 part-times, if you've seen them. So it's been a while since I've done it. I still haven't recorded any of the Halo 2 stuff, but I'll get straight on that soon. He dies there. I kill the grunt. Boom, nice little headshot. And always try and scour for weapons and ammo. But the chances of you finding grenades or anything around it, they're pretty scarce, because obviously they're going to blow up. There's going to be a few jackals just down here. I'll take him out. Like I said, don't be afraid to noob combo the jackals, because there's always going to be a fresh supply of plasma pistols. This guy sneaks up on me to my side, so remember there's 3, so I'd recommend just staying kind of near the doorway. This guy runs off, and then I just decide to backsmack this guy. And then obviously remember to keep switching out your plasma pistols. If you got your plasma pistol equipped and you see it change for a plasma pistol, always do it, because obviously that means it's got more ammo. Here I'm just like, I threw a grenade down that hallway, that's going to take out a few people, and then I just headshot the 2 grunts, and then just let the explosions take care of everything else. And then you just want to move down this hall. So you can see there's some flood combat forms just running past there. Let those guys do what they're going to do, and then just wait till they get into sort of like form their kind of front line, and then just throw a sticky and try and stick one of them. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. And then just edge yourself out very, very carefully. Noob combo any elites that are left. And here you're going to get a little rush of, like a little influx of troops. They're just noob combo any elites, and then if you want, you can throw a frag grenade or a sticky grenade towards the jackals just over there. Probably with jackals, I'd recommend a frag grenade. I find the explosion radius just a little bit more. Also, watch out for them overcharging their plasma pistol shot, as obviously it's a 2-way street, and it works both ways. If you do take damage in that firefight, don't worry about it. You got a shotgun, your health, and grenades just here next to these 2 marines and a dead elite. I think they were marines, or they might have been dead combat forms, I'm not too sure. So here I'm just looking around for anyone left, and there's all kind of like fireworks going on over there. I just decided to make a run for it, and then this flood combat form pops out of nowhere. So here, kind of just, you got to make sure you clear out the rooms. We don't really want to make a run for it just on legendary, because you're going to get torn apart. So it's better to be safe than sorry. And here's where the combat forms start to appear. And in hindsight, I probably should have picked up that shotgun there, because I completely forgot at this point. I was obviously I switch out there, but I should have picked it up before. And there is an extra health pack, but obviously I got a little bit sloppy there. I probably should have waited. But as you can see, I probably not waited. I probably should have grabbed it before. Now you may have seen a jump in the footage there. All that was I died a few times from a grenade exploding. I think I died twice in this room at all. So that's my first death, I'm pretty sure. And here what I'm doing is I'm just going back and scouring for ammunition. Now I've switched out for the pistol again purely because it's better to engage people from long range in this part of the level, because I believe we're coming up to like a bridge part. So you want to go through this door here. You're following the arrows, but you're not going the way they want you to. Basically, it's like you're doing like we used to follow them. We're following them in the library, like I said in my part-time guides. This time we're actually following them backwards. This guy just headshot a jackal. Just keep looking around, and we're going to take this bridge nice and slowly. So we got flood combat forms on our left side, and we got elites and everything to the front. So keep an eye on your motion tracker, and what I do here is I start to pick off all the combat forms on the other side. We got a gold elite charging towards us. Noob combo him. He's got a sword and he's going to engage you at close range. So you got a perfect opportunity because he's going to make a beeline for you. He's not going to start dodging and weaving. He's going to make just a nice beeline for you like he did there. And all these elites here, they're going to be taking on flood combat forms, and they're going to be taking on you as well. So you've got plenty of time to line yourself up a shot with a plasma pistol and then just pop him in the head with the pistol. And that's pretty much how you get past this point in the bridge. Just take it nice and slowly and just keep noob combo, and you've got basically an unlimited supply of plasma pistols. Watch out for that happening again, and just take it nice and slow and just keep an eye on the opposite bridge, as even at this range the flood assault rifles, they're going to take you out very, 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 very quickly. And obviously you got the flood combat forms there. They decided to jump over here. So here what we do is just back up. I didn't keep an eye on my motion tracker there, but as you can see, the pistol does just as good a job as the shotgun would have, but obviously we're going to be fine mostly at long range here, so I decided to trade out the shotgun for the pistol. One last jackal, he's dead, and then just move on forward to the door. Alright, so now we're in this room. It's nice and simple, this one. Throw a grenade just there, and watch the fireworks. You got a multi-kill there, and a shotgun. Now, if the shotgun doesn't come towards you, don't worry, but I would recommend having a shotgun for this point. There was a flood turning his back to me, so I stuck him with a grenade, and then I get another multi-kill. Look around, just keep an eye on your motion tracker, and then just check around down here. And just keep checking the room, just keep checking your motion tracker, and there's one combat form left. Obviously, it doesn't matter if you don't have the shotgun, but obviously just in case the grenade doesn't kill as many people as you think, you're going to have a pistol in close quarters where you should probably have a shotgun. But chances are you'll be able to pick up a shotgun from in this room here once you've thrown the sticky grenade. Things start to get overwhelming, you can use this little ridge for cover, but I would recommend throwing a grenade down there. Get myself a Killtrosity just there. Again, I think it's a Killtrosity, like, don't hate me because I get the medal's names wrong. I haven't played Halo Online in a very, very long time. Purely because of the fact that Master Chief Collection, at the time of this recording, still wasn't really working that well. So there's some more people there. Always keep an eye on your motion tracker. Like I was there, I turned around just in time. And just walking through here, watching out for the I can't think of the names. Infection forms. There we go, got there in the end, as my shields were low. But other than that, once the infection forms are all left, just do one last sweep of the area, and what I do here is I just let them hit my shield. And then you are ready to move on to the next room. Or, sorry, the next area. Now, you got an elite there, so I just headshotted him a few times. He kind of uses pillar tactics on me, but then he gets a face full of buckshot. And this point can be kind of irritating, as there is a flood with a rocket launcher. Does he come out of this point here? Does he not? Apparently not. I think there may have been flood with a combat with a rocket launcher there. I'm not too sure, but there wasn't for me, so I do apologise for that. So as you can see there, I had some carrier forms and a couple of combat forms there, so I took them out pretty easily. And then we went into this room here. Just keep an eye on the motion tracker. Just check it into the inside, and we're just going to move around the outsides of the room. There's got a few combat forms here. So just charge through with your shotgun, and we're going to leave everyone else behind by going through this door just here. Now watch out for all the infection forms just here, but you can jump over them. I think I got hit by a flood combat form with a shotgun, so I kind of had to do a 180 and start taking a few of them out, otherwise they would have killed me, but I had to jump over them. Chances are you might not get hit by the combat forms, so you can just run through and take a few of the hits. What I do here is I realise I got hit by a combat form, so I know there's someone with a shotgun just around here, so I take him out, hoping he's got shotgun ammunition. I can't remember if he actually does. There was a reason I came back in this room, and I'm pretty sure it was to search for shotgun ammo, because I suddenly realised how low I was. But then if you do get damaged, there is a health pack. So here what I'm doing is I'm backtracking for shotgun ammunition. There is nothing around. So if you're more than welcome to search, But generally, if there's no shotgun ammunition, don't worry about it. Just trade out for the pistol as soon as you find one, which is going to be pretty soon, because obviously most combat forms are armed with a pistol. Alright, so now we're on to the second bridge, and this point is a little bit difficult. You've got to take out the 2 Banshees with the pistol. It's fairly easy. It can be just a little bit tedious, as you got to kind of get them to aggro on towards you, and then get them to nosedive you so you can get a few good shots on them. I recommend getting rid of all the infection forms first. But then that's basically what you got to do, is you've got to take out the 2 Banshees, as they're going to tear you apart if you step onto the bridge when they're there. And then obviously you got a few of the carrier forms might come and like assault your position, but other than that, wouldn't worry about it. And also the Banshees might do you a favour, as you saw there, they were launching fuel rod bombs. So you know, they probably take out a few of the people, or the flood in the process. But other than that, all you got to do is just take out the 2 Banshees at this point. And remember, just because your crosshair isn't red doesn't mean your bullets aren't going to hit. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm backtracking to see if there's any ammunition around. Obviously, I did. Sorry, excuse me. I did actually manage to pick up a few more rounds for the pistol, because I started to get a little bit low. And obviously, the pistol is kind of your new best friend in this point in the mission. So here we're onto the bridge here. I think from what I can see there, the things have kind of changed. You've now got Covenant over there, and you've got Flood here. So the good thing is you can just take out a few of the combat forms just here. Don't worry about the Covenant too much, but I decided to like throw a sticky over there. I think they're Covenant, or I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure they were, and I actually managed to stick one of them. So it's entirely up to you if you wanted to, but that's how I did it. And we're just going to move across the second bridge now. And you also got to watch out, because there are going to be flood combat forms with rocket launchers on this bridge, and they have pinpoint accuracy, as you can see just there. I got very, very lucky. He didn't just fire a shot, because chances are I would have hit one of the infection forms and blown up. Something we do not want to happen. Moving through here, you pretty much you're at that was the longest point between the 2 like power generators, which you're going to have. And now we're in this room here, and you got all those kind of combat the infection forms, just chilling out there, and they all just suddenly spontaneously exploded. And now we're into another one of these rooms. Just going to go around the outside like this. There's going to be 2 carrier forms there, just like having a little dance. There's 2 of them down. And just check the inside of the room, and I start to get assaulted by combat forms just here. And there's another carrier form, just taking it nice and slowly, going around the outside just here. And then I noticed there's a lot of combat forms just there, and I didn't know if you see what happened there. I threw a sticky grenade, it stuck to one of the infection forms, and then it blew up, which took my shields down and pretty much reduced me to half health. So that's something you really want to be careful of, especially if they're coming towards you, because chances are your reactions aren't going to be good enough to turn around or just start to back up immediately. And then obviously the infection one's going to hit you, and then you're just going to die. There's no question about that. So up this ramp, turn to the left, and you're back on one of the elevators, of which obviously I think we may have skipped this one, or maybe the next one, which we skipped in Assault on the Control Room. And he's going to wait here, trying to move around too much, because I find sometimes I can get disorientated and I fall off through one of the gaps and I end up dying. So 2 combat forms there, just going to jump down, take those guys out. And I was waiting for the double kill medal to pop up, but it never did. So, but they weren't even respawners. They just didn't do anything. So that was kind of weird. I like to take this path here, as it kind of it puts them at a disadvantage, because you've got a shotgun and they're just walking towards you in a very close environment. So you can just give them a face full of buckshot. Move around this way, which I'm just going here. and then down another one of these small, like really tight corridors. Just keep an eye on the left, just here in case anyone starts shooting through, and then just up onto this ramp just here. And then I realise I've gone the wrong way, of course. So now we got to go back just a little bit. Oh no, there's the door. And you want to go through this door just here, and then make a right just here, and then a left, and then through another door. And we're going to be here. This point might take you a few tries to do. So just get on the ghost. Don't shoot anyone. Just go straight forward. Don't worry, because people are going to realise you're there sooner or later, and then just make a beeline for this little sort of hole here. Obviously, you should all recognise this from Assault on the Control Room. It doesn't matter how you get down there, but as long as you get in this tunnel and you're quick about it, you're just fine. So we're getting get through here. The ghost is going to come through here. It's going to take out these guys just here. I can't seem to roadkill the ghost in this game. I don't know whether you can't or something, because I hardly ever go in the ghosts, so I'm not really the biggest fan of them in this game. But there's going to be health and ammo here. Just pick it up all like that, and then get back in the ghost. And then if I remember if correctly, if what I do here is I kill one of the grunts, and it obviously I Grunt Funeral on. So this happens. It blows me forward. So I have to quickly flip over the ghost, and then the needler. I start getting needled, so I quickly took them both out and got back in the ghost. The ghost health really isn't important at this point. All you got to do is you just got to make sure you get to the Banshee as quickly as possible. And obviously, there was a little jump in the footage. I didn't know if you noticed it. So just swing around and get in this Banshee, and as quickly as possible, fly straight upwards. That's all you need to do. Just fly straight up. Don't worry about like who's on the ground or anything. Just go fly straight up like this. Press RB to obviously fire a fuel bomb there, just in case anyone spawned. And then what I like to do is I like to come around just like this, and then fire a fuel rod, because obviously you've got shade turrets there and everything like that. And then what I like to do is once there's like one jackal left or something like that, I just come here and I melee him until I just basically kill him. So that's all that done. Nice and simple. It can be a bit difficult at that point, because obviously you've got all the shade turrets and all the elites on the other side of the canyon. And this bit's kind of fun. You want to throw a grenade just there, and sometimes you can get a stick on them, and you can actually like get a kill in there. But if that doesn't happen, don't worry about it, and then just wait for them all to like start charging through, mopping all of them up. I remember on my first playthrough, I actually managed to stick one of them and get every single one of the flood, so I didn't have to take out any with a shotgun, which is kind of cool. So here there was just one left, so I just start to take him out. Boom, he's dead, and now we've got the second generator. So I'm looking around now, because I think I'm looking for the rocket launcher, if I can remember correctly, but obviously that flew off somewhere, so I can't find it, which I'm really annoyed about. But obviously not to worry. So here what we do is just look around just one more time, looking, just checking for it. If you can find the rocket launcher, I would probably recommend picking it up, but if not, don't worry about it. You're about 2/3 of the way done with this level. What you want to do there is do what we normally do: walk into the generator, throw a sticky grenade, then throw a frag grenade, and then you should get a killie in there. Get all those guys and mop up any stragglers with the shotgun. If there are quite a few behind you, don't be afraid to throw a grenade. And obviously this guy's just chasing me, so I take him out. And then what you want to do is you want to move back to the Banshee, and you want to get the fresh one, which is just going to be on your right. Now what I like to do is I like to take out all the Banshees, as sometimes they can follow you through the tunnel, and then that's going to be really bad for you, as they're just going to tear you to pieces. So take out all the Banshees here like I do, and use your fuel rod bombs when they're just like flying directly towards you or away from you. Other than that, just stick to using the plasma cannons on the front. And once all those guys are dead, which you want to watch out. I like to pull back on the left analog stick, I think it is, and just fall for a little bit there, so it kind of puts the wraith off a little bit. But as you can see, it almost hit me twice there. At this point, you may die on once or twice. I like to fire a few fuel bombs down here just for good measure. There's gonna be a flood rocket there. He's gonna fire at you. There's gonna be another one, and there's gonna be another one just there. And you want to fly all the way down this tunnel, and you're gonna see what we're doing in a minute. We're gonna make this level just a little bit easier for us all, and we're gonna park the Banshee here. And now we're gonna backtrack all the way back to that tunnel. It's a bit of a walk. It doesn't really matter. But we're gonna backtrack all the way to pick up a ghost. And once you got the ghost, you want to take it back to where we parked the Banshee just a second ago. Now here's what you want to do. You want to go to the control panel just here, open it up, and the door's going to open up a little bit, and it's going to explode like that. I don't know if that can kill you, but I just wouldn't stand near it. And then you just want to... what I like to do is I took out a few of the guys here with a pistol, and then people are going to start running through just here and take them out with a shotgun. Now once you're convinced they're all dead, I like just to mop up all the infection forms just here, but I came through here, look around. Now what you're obviously supposed to do is you're supposed to walk across that bridge I was just looking at there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to come back in here, and we're going to swing the ghost around, and we're going to reverse it up here, and then we're going to wait till it's like the two fins are blocking it from going through the door. And then take a running jump and just jump over it. And now we're going to get the Banshee, and we're going to push it through. We're going to push it through the graphics, so it's nice, so we got a little bit of help for the last part of the level. It's nice and simple, just keep on pushing until like it pops through, just like it does there. That's fine, and you want to get out, and take another running jump over here, and then you'll jump into the ghost. Now this next point is crucial. You cannot speed across this bridge. You have to go at walking pace or slower. That's what I did right here. I went very, very slowly, because otherwise it's not going to register you've been across the bridge, and you won't be able to finish the level. So you want to go very, very, very slowly, and then I sped up just a little bit here, and then what I like to do is I like to back up and start taking out all these flood, which are just here. So just literally just copy what I do for this point of the level, back up all the way here, make it kind of like a nice field of fire area, take them all out, and then get off and start sniping them with the pistol. Now once all these guys are dead, you need to come over here and you need to trade out whatever gun you want. I would probably recommend the shotgun, and you want to trade it out for the rocket launcher. Going to be health and everything here, and there's going to be some more rocket launcher ammo just here. Scour around for it, because at the end of it, I think you should probably have like 7 to 8 rockets. But what I do, oh wait, no, you pick up more rockets on the outside. And then once all that's done, you just want to walk back to your ghost, and then you want to get back in it. Again, we've walked over the bridge, so the game's like registered we've gone over there, which is okay. So as long as you don't speed across there in the ghost. You want to get out just here. Some pretty sweet driving and parking there from me. Flip over the ghost if you need to. This door's going to open all the way so we can get straight through it. And then we're just going to go this way. We're almost done with the level. It's been a 30-minute video. I think this may be the longest video on my channel. Seconded maybe by the library. I'm not actually too sure how long that was. Again, you want to get off the ghost. Open up this door just here. Now the ending part, it did. I had come. My thoughts were, I've come a long way here. I've only died a few times, and to like restart it, just because the ending part did take me 20 minutes, because I just couldn't figure out a decent enough strategy until right at the last minute, where I just got really pissed off and actually just decided to kind of go for it. Now what I like to do here is I just like to sort of breeze through it just like this. But sometimes what I find is that if you go too fast and you don't kill anyone, the next point doesn't load. So what I did is I just took it a little bit slower, and then basically just like fucked around for just a second, and then came this way. And as long as you've got enemies here, that means the game's just fine. Now here, it kind of all goes a little bit pear-shaped a little bit. I basically go back to the health I had before I picked up the shield, and so I decided to just loose a rocket off, take out a few guys for good measure, and then get back in the ghost once obviously I've picked up some more health. Now here is how you dodge rockets in a Ghost. You go like that, you jump over that one, and then you just move out of the way of that one. I got extremely lucky there. And what I did there is I just quickly checked around to make sure they weren't following me. And then what you want to do here is you just want to press the A button to move your nose up. It doesn't matter if you fall off or like that, if your Ghost flips. As long as your Ghost is up here, it's fine. Now I want you to pay attention to the time in the right hand corner. I think it's a 36 minutes there. It's going to switch to 54, I think that says. I'm not too sure because I'm watching this in 480p, not 1080p, because I haven't rendered it yet. But here's what the best course of action I decided was. Make a beeline straight for here. You want to jump off, switch out to your rocket launcher and take out this Wraith just here. I think it takes 4 rockets. Careful because you can't shoot through the tree. Doesn't matter how you do it, but as long as you take out this Wraith, that's all that's needed. So it doesn't matter how you do it, just take out this Wraith. I found that basically I saw a guide that if you drove straight towards the Banshee, it would... Oh, you better jump in it and fly off. But since we had the boom skull on, I'd get so far in the air, and I'd still be getting hit by the explosion, and then it will just kind of went to shit. So this is the best way I could find, because basically what this is going to do is once this Wraith is destroyed, which is going to be any minute now, any second now. Again, he dodged it there. They're kind of irritating. So there you go. He's dead. That Wraith is then started focusing on the Flood, and the Covenant and the Flood are actually battling out. So with avoiding the crossfire, we can flip over the Banshee, jump in it, and then spin away straight away. So by the time the Wraith has realised what's going on, he's got to turn, he's got to adjust fire, he's got to fire, he's got to take, and it's the obviously the energy round has got to get to you. That is it. Literally, this is a very, very hard level. It's probably the longest level as well. So yeah, all you got to do now is you got to fly to the objective marker, do what you normally do with the shield, and you don't have to take out any of the Sentinels if you don't want to. Just follow what I do here, and you just, after you've basically destroyed the, I can't think what it's called, basically once you've destroyed the generator using an EMP, all you need to do there is just run around the room and hopefully you don't die. So there, as you can see, I wouldn't recommend like sticking around because the Ghost got torn to pieces there by the Sentinel's laser beams. Here I just do a 180 check behind me, but that is it. 2 Betrayals are now done. We're going to be doing Keys next, which is just as challenging as this one, just a little bit shorter. And as always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos coming out soon.